Okay, new Let's Play. We're back. I've not touched Football Manager in almost 2 weeks, it feels like. Back underway. Let's get into it. What's happening, folks? And welcome to a new start of a new journey on Football Manager 24 with Leeds United Let's Play. I'm looking forward to this. I did a poll and it was helpful, but also it created a problem by the fact that it was a tie between Monaco and Leeds. So, executive decision, we're going with Leeds. I just feel like we've not done a save in England for a while. I feel like we should do that other than United, so I thought we'd give this a whirl. If we were to get sacked with this, of course, I'll then default to Monaco. I don't think two Let's Plays at the same time makes any sense to do. I'll see how I feel about that. I'm not going to promise anything, but we shall see. So Leeds United, so today's episode, in case you're wondering what's going to happen, I'm just going to look at the squad, look at the finances, and give you guys a chance to give me your thoughts and hints and tips and advice before we do the next episode. I've got a lot of work scheduled coming up next few days, so it's recording the series is going to be I'm not going to commit to daily episodes. I might do it every other day, but what I'm going to try and do is keep the episodes shorter if I can. But there wasn't any much difference in the episodes retention from the new start with Bayern Munich, so I may just do what I feel makes sense to do. So might be the games on key highlights. I don't know. Any feedback, guys, welcome. So yeah, Leeds United manager. Let's go. So we've got a 10 million transfer budget. We just got relegated from the Premier League, so there is that. So we should be, in theory, one of the best teams in the league. But this dude's managing them, so let's see what happens. Obviously, they relegated last season. This is obviously a new based on this game, not the customer database. So yeah, we'll see if we can get back on them in the league. So we've got a director of football, Nick Hammond, who looks all right, actually. I don't think we need to do massive changes there, in my opinion. So finances look okay. Got a good stadium, superb training, excellent facilities, average youth recruitment. That needs to be improved, in my opinion. Yeah, let's continue. So they like 4-2-3-1. That suits me down to a T. I like 4-2-3-1. It's the formation that in my head I can get my head around. The formation that I can't get my head around is basically you make these two centre midfielders and put Gorgu, Nonto behind them in a DM. I can never get that to work. But this one I feel like I have more sense. Ball midfielder, deep line playmaker, winger, inside forward, whatever, striker, advance forward. That's what I would go with. But we'll see what they've got. So that's good that they like the 4-2-3-1 formation. That is good for me. So what are the expectations? They are saying reach the playoffs. That should be reasonable. Getting them promoted is... I've never got promoted... Oh, actually, I might be telling a lie here. Have I got promoted from the Premier League? From Championship Premier League? I don't think I've ever done that before. But we'll see. One of the comments I got on the previous video was people saying, do a lower league team, Championship to Premier League and keep them up. So we're giving it a whirl. FM24 is this kind of weird situation. They got Cribbers on the channel as well, coming up as well. So that's on here as well. So, yeah, we're doing that. But yeah, Football Manager is still the main content on here. So, sorry, we need to go back, I think, one step. So, Championship playoffs required. Big compared to FA Cup, depends on the draw. Carabao Cup, preferred, depends on the draw. Celebrations of profit, preferred. Working budget required, that makes sense. And then next year, we want automatic promotion to Premier League and be established Premier League team by 25-26. That might be the difficulty. I think once we get established in the Premier League, I'll be fine because I'll have the money coming in from Premier League football. I know the Premier League really well, theory. So I'm more used to it. It's just getting them out of the Championship and getting them established in the league that's going to be the problem. And that's where you guys come in. The help you can give me. So let's go from there. So they want pretend football, makes sense. Youth players in the youth system, yeah, I do that. I try and do that. Most of my saves are a lot short term, so I don't get that opportunity to do that because usually we nail it. See Bayern Munich, we had a lot of good youth players in there, but we nailed it, and then that was it. Playing 10 in football, yeah, I try to. And then they want, obviously, to get back in Premier League, big against United, big against Chelsea, fish with Millwall in the league. Man United game's going to be interesting because being a United fan, of course, it's going to be fun to fight. I dare say at some point we may get them. Certainly, we get promoted. We should do. So yeah. So I'm not going to schedule. I'm going to do a press conference, but I'm not going to do that though. To confirm, let's just save this. Okay, so expectations. We'll accept that. I've never once had this negotiated and changed at any point. Personal contract, again, I'm going to wait and see what I think from you guys about what we do with some of these guys. When Stuart Dallas, I can see moving him on, for example. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to make too many sweeping decisions. So, tactical, what they were getting impressed, I want to do that. Yeah, that's fine. And they reckon this. You know what? That is almost exactly what I would do. Honestly, that's exactly what I would do. I may switch these two around slightly, depending on who we've got in that position. But yeah, that's what I would do, tactical wise. Finances, we've got £7 million in the bank balance, £10 million budget. Can we adjust this at any point? Not really. What's the debt looking like? 0 net debt. It's supposed to be nice. Transfer debt, £16 million. Who do we owe money on? Is there a way of finding that out? There's a way of finding it out. I don't know how you do this now. I've forgotten. I don't know. Can we? What if we? All right. Can we sell? I want to sell the clause. Okay, so we can sell some players. Okay. So let's have a look at. Okay. Oh God. Okay, so basically anyone like this, we don't want in the squad right now because this is going to create a problem with me trying to work out what we can do. So I don't want any of these guys here because it's just going to be annoying seeing them all here. I'm going to be like, what the hell? I can't use these guys. So get them out my line. There we go. I can focus on what team players we have got. So, who is our best striker is the honest question in this team. And that may create the debate among people. Let's have a think. So, definitely not you. I'm trying to think who could be the best striker up front. I mean, it's technically probably Bamford, but he's out for 2 to 3 months. So, do we need a striker, do you think? Maybe not. Maybe not. Perot could be alright up front. Could do a job for us. What do you reckon is the best striker for that role? Pressing forward. Bamford, Rutte. Yeah, I just worry about the work rate. Could be a problem for that. Honestly, with Gelhardt. I might change that role, but we are playing. I just don't know if I'm going to mess the system up too much. So, key players looking at obviously Nonto. Yeah. Shadow striker. I think this is a difficult one, but where to play Nonto because nothing stands out to me as like you play him here. Because I do feel like in our attacking midfielder role, Rutte might be better in that position, honestly. So, Nonto is a weird one because might be better on the right wing as an inside forward because I have a sneaky suspicion when I get to Dan James here, he's better. Yeah, I'm thinking of switching this. So inside forward attack on that side and winger or inside forward support on this side. I'm just thinking about that. I think Nonto would be better. Who the hell is he? Okay. But again, this is why I'm doing the video. So you guys give a chance. We've got Somerville as well. Yeah, so it is an interesting team. It's just a matter of nailing down an 11 that I'm happy with. So I could see myself actually playing Somerville there, honestly. And then the right wing, you go with not Nonto, but maybe Dan James, because I think Dan James would be really useful with pace. Then you go with Ruta there. This is me spitballing here. And then Pirro for now. Yeah, born midfielder. Yeah, probably you. Deep line playmaker. Archie Gray makes sense, and then I'll default to what they reckon is best on these areas. Oh god, that's a problem. Firpo probably plays there, and then Rodon, and Leon Cooper. I'll go with Pascal just for the pace. And in net, funny thing, when I was working Leeds until recently, when I moved back to my local area, I've met this guy. He's coming to my store all the time. I say all the time, more often than once. So I've met him. Had a brief conversation. You know, I'm working, he's casually walking around. So I've met Melee. Nice guy. It's a very small, limited interaction though, so make it that what you will. But yes, that's 11 I'll go with. You can give me your thoughts on that below. What you think? But I think that was best system to go with, really. I think the only way to find out is to work out when you start playing games how it goes. So look at dev centers. Look at the players we've got in your system. See what we've got here. So, okay, got a really good striker here. That is someone I can get behind as a backup option. Chadwick. Okay, just set it back. Okay, and then you're looking at Josh McDonald. Okay, good. Okay, 121s. I guess there's a load of them. So a lot of players here on loan. Sam Greenwood, for example, that would be a good player to have. So there's a lot of players out on loan that we can bring in, maybe do better because they got relegated in the Premier League. So there's a lot of players that we can bring in. So I think we've got to be very careful what we do when we sign players, because we've got a lot of players in the system who could come in. We've got Lewis Bate, for example, who could be a really good deep line playmaker, for example. So I think we've got to be careful what we do. I don't want to start buying players left, right, and centre. But I do feel like a top striker might be in order. Just to give me that, I'll see what they recommend. Striker. Daka, Che Adams, okay. Iheanacho. Not a terrible option. Okay. What do they recommend on the scouting list? What do they recommend? Looking for a striker, ideally, guys. Daka's the highest one, I think, there. So that's Munoz. So, yeah, there's options. Yeah, there is options. I do feel like I want a really good striker who can hang my hat on early on. Ideally, some experienced, honestly. And that would be what I'd really like to go for. I see anyone highly go by valuation. Ryan Bertrand might be worth a shout. Oh, he's 33 is my thing, but it might be worth a shout. We'll put it on the list. He's not going to cost us though, so we can. Yeah, there's options out there for striker, but I don't know if there's anybody who I'm really settled on at the moment. Who I'd like, yes, he's the guy to go with. Unless there's someone in you reckon I've missed out on, you think, dude, go for him. Let's go for scouting range and see what we've got. So, again, Indeedy's a good option in there for one midfielder, but I don't think we need him. Let's fill up my striker and see what the options are in the pool for options, because I do feel like that's something I'm really talking myself into doing here. And the highest recommendation is again Daka, and everyone's after him, and I can see why as well. The good work rate. Can play Daka might be the guy I go for. I might go for Daka. Would you want to join me? That's the question. £19 million. It's a possibility. I can afford him. Iheanacho as well is good, another decent option as well. Again, can play that. Well, sort of can play that role. Can he play that position? Of course he can. Yeah, he can. So there's options there. I do think a striker would be key, but the striker we've got right now up front, the reason why I'm hesitant to go for it is I don't think he's really suited to the pressing forward role, honestly. It might be worth doing it. I don't know. But that's why I'm doing a video like this, so you guys give your thoughts. I mean, we could be really weird here. I don't think there'll be anybody we could get from United. But I just thought it'd be really funny if we could get someone on loan from United. And bear in mind, it's still database guys, not the summer database update. So I'm trying to think, is there anybody here who we could maybe get who would make sense? Not really. This guy is obviously in the database. We're not going to go down that road, obviously. But yeah, there's no one really for United that we can even remotely try and get. But give me thoughts, guys, in the comment section about what you think we should do team-wise and fund-wise. That's the lineup I'm going with right now. I'm thinking of going with and seeing how it plays out. Hopefully it plays out really well. We shall see. But yeah, that's the team I'm going to go with. And I'm not going to spend too much long on the video because I want you guys to give your thoughts on it below. How long have we been talking for? That's a good question. Oh, it's only been like 16 minutes. That's completely fine. So what I was kind of aiming for, really. So yeah, we've got a good team, good balance, good transfer budget to spend on some players. Any left field thoughts, guys, let me know in the comment section. Or do you think I should just stick with what I've got? I'm always open to feedback, guys. These kind of saves are difficult for me to do because I struggle with lower league saves. I don't really do well with them. That's why I avoided them, because they end so quickly that there's no real chance. But I did do some research on the videos, and I've got a new mindset going forward in these videos. So there might be another Let's Play alongside Monaco, because technically, if it's a tie, both want both. So, we'll see. But I don't think we'll do 2 Let's Plays at once. It's too made. It's just too difficult to do. But we shall see. Let me know, guys, in the comment section about anything you've talked about in this video, about signings, tactics, formations, anything like that. And I will obviously take it on board. The next episode will be probably done the next time I have a day off, which is probably going to be Friday. Might give this video a bit of chance to get out into the YouTube world and people to find it and get involved in it, or if they want to. But yeah, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more daily football content, mainly from Football Manager, but a sprinkling of EFC Career Mode. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. But until next time, thank you so much for watching.